Hey, welcome. What if I told you that the secret to a longer, healthier life wasn't some crazy, complicated, super expensive plan? What if it was just a few simple choices you make every single day? Well, today, we're going to break down the science behind 4 daily habits that could literally change everything for your health.
The whole idea is just so simple. You're going to love it. It all boils down to this: 2 things to add to your daily routine and 2 things to subtract. That's it. It's a formula that's super easy to remember, and it's based on real insights from Japanese centenarians and some pretty serious warnings from doctors. So you ready? Let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with the fun part, the additions. These are 2 super proactive, positive habits that come straight from cultures known for living incredibly long lives. You can think of this as playing offense for your health.
First up is a ritual it's astonishingly common among the world's longest living people. And get this, a staggering 96% of Japanese centenarians start their day with this exact same practice. It's so simple, it costs nothing, and it is incredibly powerful.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. It's not just drink a glass of water when you wake up. No, it's a very specific amount, 640 milliliters. That's about 4 small glasses. And believe me, that number is not random. It's a key part of a very deliberate protocol that people have been following for decades.
And here it is, the whole process, laid out super simply. Step 1, you wake up. Step 2, before you do anything else, no coffee, no checking your phone, you drink that 640 milliliters of warm water. Then, the last crucial step is you have to wait a full 45 minutes before you eat or drink anything else. That's the entire thing. So the big question is, why does this work so well?
Well, the science behind it is just fascinating. Drinking this specific amount of water on a totally empty stomach triggers something called the gastrocolic reflex. You can basically think of it as your body's built-in flush system. It signals your entire digestive tract to clear out all the metabolic junk from the day before. You're literally starting your day with a clean slate internally.
All right, our second edition moves us from cleansing to protecting. So, if that morning water ritual is like cleaning the house, this next habit is all about building a fortress around it. And it all starts on your dinner plate.
People call this the 5-color medicine rule. The idea is that each of these colors you see in fruits and vegetables contains different phytonutrients. And those are just powerful plant compounds that act like little bodyguards for our cells, protecting them from damage. So by making sure you eat something from each of these 5 color groups every single day, you're giving your body the full spectrum of protection it needs.
And the payoff for this one simple habit? Honestly, it's almost hard to believe. The practice of eating the rainbow is linked to slashing your cancer risk by up to 70%. Think about that. That is an incredible return on investment for just making your plate a little more colorful. Okay, so we've covered what to add. Now for the other side of the coin, what to subtract. These are 2 super common items, probably in your kitchen right now, that might be silently wrecking your health efforts.
Our third point and our first subtraction is salt. Now hold on, this isn't about getting rid of salt completely. It's about avoiding a specific kind of salt that's become the default in almost everything we eat. You might think all salt is pretty much the same, but it is absolutely not.
Just take a look at what's in your standard, refined table salt. It's often treated with synthetic fillers and anti-caking agents just to make it pour perfectly from the shaker. And one of those agents can actually be a form of aluminum. Here's the thing. Our bodies have absolutely no biological use for aluminum, and it's really hard to get rid of. That means it can build up over time, and it seems to have a real impact on our brain health. And this is where it gets pretty alarming. The presence of that aluminum and other additives in refined salt has been linked to a 38% increase in memory loss, especially in people over 60. Yeah, that common ingredient in your salt shaker could be having a direct negative impact on your mind. All right, on to our final point and our second subtraction. This one is a pantry staple, a symbol of convenience that might be costing us way more than we realize. It's time we really rethink what's hiding in some of our canned foods. Wow, when a heart surgeon uses words that strong, you really have to pay attention. It turns out certain canned foods aren't just less nutritious, they can be actively harmful to our heart and our arteries. So who are the main offenders here? We're talking about this salt-bombed canned soups and processed meats like Spam or Vienna sausages. They are just loaded with insane levels of sodium and preservatives.
This toxic mix can lead directly to stiffer arteries, which makes your heart work way, way harder. And it puts a massive strain on your kidneys as they try to filter out all that junk.
So, it all just comes back to this one simple formula: add and subtract. Start your day with that water ritual and paint your plate with color every day. And at the same time, swap out that refined table salt for a natural one, and maybe cut back on those processed canned meals. It really is that straightforward.
At the end of the day, our health isn't really defined by some big, grand gesture. It's the story of thousands of tiny, daily choices we make over and over again. We've just gone over 4 of the most impactful ones. So the only real question left is, which one of these choices will you decide to rewrite, starting tomorrow? Thanks so much for watching.